Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Golden Lab. We're in for another race here today, guys. The penultimate race before the end of the season. You can see we're up into 6th place, having managed to get another double points finish in the last race. Only 2 races to go. One of them today is in Jos3h and then the next one in Monte Carlo in Monaco. And it's going to be, well, we've got 13 monies, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to hold up on doing any form of upgrades just yet, and we'll probably try and focus a little bit more on kind of second season upgrades and see what we can do then. See if there's anything kind of to boost up the team, because we do want to start competing at some point. Like, we aren't really able to get up with the top 3 or 4 teams. In fact, we don't really get above Hemlock at all either, so we do have a little bit of work if we're gonna get up and start competing a little bit more. But those are seasons ahead, you know. There's no real need to rush and worry about that just now. Okay, cool. 9, 12 and 9, so pretty even on the tuning there for Vitali in the first one. Let's see what we can do with the second. 14, 14, 1. So 9, 12, 9 is 30, and then this is 29. So yeah, it's about the same. No matter which way you slice it, I would probably say about 30 is what you're going to get per tuning. If you can get a little bit more than that, that'd be really, really cool. But that is going to be a bit of a kind of it's a gamble. Obviously, that's part of it. It is a gamble. Back in, didn't really set a lap there, but it's okay. We'll keep moving. 1 on a 2, 1 on a 2, 1 on a 3, 1 on a 2. There we go. That's a better one. 1 on a 3. There's not much going our way here, so we're going to go for this one. And it was a 7. That's not bad. And this one, which was only a 3 that time. Okay. So 22 plus 23 is 45. So 58. So again, 29, you know, about 30 is the average. Go with this one. Only 2 from it. 32, and so that's 63. So a little bit better for Romano. If we can get 30 plus per tuning, that would be quite nice. But it does feel like it's a little bit, you know, well, it depends on what you get. It is gambling, basically. If you throw up more points, you're going to get more back. Hard to say. Okay, Vitali and Romano sitting in 9th and 11th really isn't that bad, because the track is only getting wetter, which means we actually, I mean, this is going really well. That was a good run. Good couple of tunings there. That makes it 51. That makes it 100. Wow, yeah, that was a really good one. For Vitali. Yeah, it is a gamble. The more you put up, the more you might get back, but there we go. So yeah, getting closer on a couple of the tunings, but not really close to that golden tuning just yet, but soon enough. And we're back to the pits already. Okay, another tuning session. So what are we looking for here? We're looking at these two a little bit more. 2 and a 5. Yep, big 5. That was a boost. That was 15 and 1. As was, no, that was actually a little bit less. Okay, up to 64. Very close on the for the golden tune there. Okay, and 58 on that one. A little bit further away for Romano, it seems. But we've probably got maybe 2 or 3 maybe tunings to go on that one. So we'll see. We'll see. And there's no green lap times to be had because the rain is just like the water on the track is just stopping it more or less completely now. There we go. Golden tune on the steering down there. And oh, two more, but we don't have any money for it. Okay, golden tuning on the engine as well. That's nice. So it's just one more tuning, you would think, for Vitali, and we will get that golden tune. And there we go, another golden tune. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get the golden tuning on for Romano. I don't think we'll be able to get it. Oh, well, you never know. It's a maybe, really. It's a maybe. We'd need a lot to gamble with and get good numbers in that one, but I don't think we will. But Vitali is definitely on for the golden tune, and then potentially when we come to the race, we're looking at a double points finish again. You know, we're starting to get used to it, and we won't actually get the chance to send out again, because qualifying completed exactly as we came around that corner. So, finished up that lap. But 9th and 11th really isn't that bad. It's not bad at all. Whoever finished, Vitali finished first, so that means Romano's going to play as more of the kind of play second fiddle here. Julio, none of our drivers are, none of our drivers or our crew chiefs are actually, oh, look at that, straight into 8th. Tend to get that party too hard feature, which is good because I don't really want them to be doing that, but this race is a little bit weird here because we're up into 7th. But because it's rain, you never know. You might get like an odd thing happen here or there because you're in the rain. Okay, they're onto reds now, so let's do that. Plenty of spare fuel at the minute, so that is also something to be thinking about. We've got so much spare fuel. In fact, we're going to keep burning it just at the start here to try and kind of hold position a little bit more. But it's actually pretty settled in it for our drivers here. It's actually pretty settled in. See what got it to 6 laps left. 5.9. I don't know. There's not really much you can do when it comes to when we can go aggressive, you know, go on the aggressive and see if there's positions to be had. But mostly there's no real need to do that for Vitali because the gaps are kind of opening up a little bit. Let's go to 2 times speed just because otherwise the race is going to take ages. But 7th and 13th is pretty nice. I don't think we've ever finished as high as 7th. Maybe I think we finished 8th and 10th in the last race. Was it 8th and 10th or was it 7th and 9th? I can't actually remember. But Vitali is really going to struggle to keep these cars behind for a bit. So we're going to have to calm that down. Swap it over. Go for a little bit more fuel. Calm down on the racing. Romano's still just sitting in 13th. Vitali just sitting in 7th. Like no changes for a little while. So we're going to... complaining... About what? Like, there's no saying there's a problem. Just saying, oh, okay, it's just because of that. Just because of that. Yeah, we haven't really been working on the cars too much out of the races because I don't really want to be spending the money. More about the cash than anything else. 5.4 and 5.6. Vitali's still doing all right. Romano's dropped to 14th, but for the most part, Vitali doesn't seem to be struggling too much with keeping those cars behind. The reliability is potentially going to become a problem. So maybe we do some work at the end of the race. I don't know. I don't know for a fact, but we'll see. Romano's complaining as well. It's not really something we've been worried about, but maybe we should be worrying a little bit more about the reliability of the cars. Acosta's crashed. Oh, that's not good. Where did he crash? He crashed on a kind of like a sweeping set of corners over there. So that means red flags. As soon as I think when you go to red flags, you can swap car. You can pit up anyway, and we can do a repair, and it doesn't matter. You're able to do that because I don't know. Is red flag means you can can you do repairs or I can't quite remember what the rules are on that. Like, can you make repairs? I know you can change tires, which means a red flag can change a race like that, like whatever tires everyone's been set on, it can really change things up. No, look at that. Look at that. The reliability, all the fixes that we made there under red flags have worked perfectly. Vitali's up in third. Vitali is up in third place, chasing down the two leaders. What the heck? Fighting to keep Schaub off our butt right now. Not really doing it, but Romano down in 14th. This is nuts. Oh my word. I would not have expected us to be anywhere near a podium position, but we genuinely are. We've all made the stops that we needed to make. Everyone's kind of done their swaps and their repairs or whatever they've done. I don't know exactly, but it's Romano gets in the points as well. We are looking pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna jinx anything more. I'm not gonna think of anything more than that. But it's a wet race, and a wet race can change a lot of things. Okay, Vitali's still in third right now. Oh my word. I'm gobsmacked. Honestly, I did not think we would ever be challenging for a podium, but the rain and the red flag means that we genuinely are. You can see how far the Ezzolini cars have got. They have flown down the road. We are kind of keeping a train behind us right now. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm really not that worried about it. 4.4. There's still so many laps of fuel burn to be used. So we're just going to keep burning that fuel and try and hold track position because you're in the wet. Track position is a lot. It's very important. We're in the wet where it seems like this race has been more kind of train-like than any other race we've been in. The overtakes seem to be few and far between. Another check, 4.1. And another check, 3.7. Plenty. I really mean that. Plenty of fuel to burn. Rinaldi in 10th must be very close to Kekkonen because I can't. Oh, I saw the orange. There we go. There's the orange. Okay, calm it down. Oh, Schaub. Oh my word. Oh, I'm not sure. If that yellow flag was a couple of laps later, it would definitely be pit under yellow flag. But I'm not going to risk it right now. Speed up that yellow flag period for us just a little bit. Oh no! Romano's got a puncture. Oh, that's well. I'm glad that it wasn't Vitali and it was Romano instead. Okay, green flag. Race is on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's absolutely push here. Romano's got to make his way through the field. In fact, what we're going to do with Romano here is 3.9. Okay, still push. Just extend those tires. I think we're going to risk it and just extend those tires with Romano. Now, the thinking behind it, I've always got to try and explain my thinking for you guys and for me. Explaining my thinking is if there are any yellow flags, red flags, anything, Romano doesn't need to pit. Red flags actually is irrelevant, I think, but if there's a yellow flag, Romano won't need to pit. The tires will stretch out a little bit and then go to the end easily. Like, easily. Cars are pitting now. And we are still managing at the moment to hold that third place. Now, are the cars around us going to pit at any point? It doesn't look like it. Okay, calm that down. And now I think Vitali on the next lap is going to pit. Okay, so there were two cars that just dove into the pits, in fact. Which means LaRousse is now the car behind us. Where did they go? Ryan and Woods, I think, are the ones that went in the pits there. It was. So now you would think LaRousse is going to follow us in. And doesn't, actually. That's an interesting one. And now it's kind of... 0.1 laps left. So Vitali's tyres are absolutely going to go off a cliff. .7. Okay. Oh, I don't know. He's making it a two-stop, risking it too much. Well, I don't know, because the yellow flag would change the game. It would change the race. So I'm going to gamble here. I'm going to gamble here on Vitali being able to... I'm going to gamble on a yellow flag, basically. That's it. I'm gambling on a yellow flag. And we'll see what comes about. We'll see what happens with it. Still lots of laps left. Okay, we're down in 8th. Like, we've lost positions. We've lost time. Like, again, I'm not worried about it. We need a yellow flag. If no yellow flag comes, we're still, hopefully, you know, we'll make it to the end of the race on this set of tyres. And the 8th place finish would be very nice. But I think there is a chance of another car making a crash. And would you believe it? There we go. Slow it down. It's going to extend the fuel. It's going to extend the tires. It's going to extend everything. And we're going for the two-stop. Now, are there other cars doing that as well? Probably. We need that yellow flag period to end. It's almost ended. Now it's going to end. And we'll reevaluate where we are. 0.2 laps left and 2 points. So we've still got fuel left. Vitali up in 7th now. And burn a little bit more fuel. Romano is down in 17th, running a very different race. I don't know why Romano's not really been able to match the pace at all. It's probably the tuning, to be honest. Probably the fact that the tuning wasn't quite there. Two laps left. Okay, keep pushing for a little bit. Keep that 7th place. Cars are already going for the 3 stops. And see that. Cars are already making their 3rd stops and yada, yada, yada. It's only been Laframboise. Lauber in 8th has already made 3 stops. Have better tyres. Maybe the two-stop wasn't the strategy. Oh, I don't know. Do I pit and... I think, oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go for it. We're going for another pit with bad... Well, Romano doesn't really matter. Romano could potentially get positions. But Villalba on a 3-stop. We've got a good gap before Kekkonen comes around that corner. Oh, there's yellow. No, 1 lap early. We are 1 lap early on the pit stop. We could have done it under the yellow flag and we would have lost just way less time. Dang it. Oh, that's so annoying. But we're in 8th. We're gonna have the tires here, so we can absolutely send it as soon as this period is up. And back to the yellows. We're gonna try and catch Villalba. I think I've messed up the strategy here today. Very close here. We're on ×4 speed as we come to the end of this race. I think another yellow flag. Oh my word. Is the race just going to end under yellow flag? Is that what's going to... I think it is. The race is just going to end under yellow flag. Because this is the last lap. And it's finished. Wow, look at that. See, there were genuinely other cars. Oh my word. Mario Acosta is gone. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Oh my word. I didn't expect that to... Yeah, I mean, the show must go on, but that is still kind of crazy. I'm just going to accept the metal tubing one. I'm not really there. Doesn't really do anything for us. So the upgrades would improve performance and where the reliability hits, I guess. Or we can build new parts. Okay, so we've got 17 monies. So that looks like a reliability and performance upgrade. Or you build a new part, which just ups the performance by like a long way. Depending on a couple of things. Okay. Okay, so well, there's no real point in making an upgrade before the last race, really, because it doesn't really matter for our standings. We're not going to chase down Hemlock. We're just going to try and fight off Vernier and keep that 6th place. But yeah, okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. Next race will be at Monte Carlo. We'll be at the Circuit de Casino. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a huge race, in fact. It's going to be the season finale. I shall see you there. Thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.